From stories across the globe to stories here at home, this is the National News Broadcast. A very good evening to you. I'm Sharifa Tahir.
Good evening, I'm Stefan Dialwis. Let's take a look at the top stories for tonight.
2 dead and 18 hospitalized during a spiritual healing program in Rupavahini. 2 elephants run riot in the Kotte Sri Jayawardhanapura Perahara, causing injuries to 17. President says that during the past 5 years, an expanded task was carried out on behalf of Mahavali Development. 4,286 faculty diploma holders granted teaching appointments. Secretary of Pensions of the British Cabinet resigns from the post.
We move on to those and other stories in detail now. President Maithripala Sirisena says that at a time when 50 years have been completed since the commencement of the Mahavali campaign, it was possible to create a very special reawakening in the development of the Mahavali. The President made this comment this evening at the conclusion function of Mahavali Sports Festival held at Madirigiri, Bisopura. About 1,500 sportsmen and women representing 10 Mahavali zones participated in this sports festival organized for the 31st time. There were 34 final events in the 2-day sports festival. The final few events of the sports festival was held with the arrival of the President. The Valava zone won the 100-meter relay men's final race in a time of 44.7 seconds. The women's final was won by the H zone. The fastest sportswoman of the Mahavali Sports Festival was Fatima Safia of the E Zone, who won the 100-meter event. The fastest sportsman of the Sports Festival was Sanjay Ratnasiri of the Valava Zone. The conclusion ceremony of the Mahavali Sports Festival comprised of many colourful entertaining items. The President addressed the gathering. The President said that today can be identified mainly as one of the new development eras. Former Minister late Gamini Dissanayake began the Mahavali Games in the middle of the 80s decade. He should be especially honoured because of that. The President said that as a minister in charge of Mahavali affairs, he is the one who has served for the longest period of time. This can be identified as a mega multi-purpose project that contributes expansively towards the national economy of the country. The 31st Mahavali Sports Festival of the Mahavali Development Campaign, which completes 50 years this year, can be mentioned as a very important occasion. The Mahavali Development Campaign will not be completed even for another 25 years. The reason being project works such as the Ihala Alahara, Vayava Maha Ala, Minipe Maha Ala and the North Central Maha Ala. In all of these large projects, big results will be seen in the upcoming years. Therefore, in the future years too, the Mahavali campaign will continue similar to the Mahavali river that flows continuously. The President gave out awards to the most talented sportsmen and women of the sports festival. The award for the best female athlete went to Vidushi Satsara Sandipani of the Valava zone for having established a new competition record by winning the long jump event. Vinod Sandarwan of the H zone, who won the long jump, won the award for the best male athlete. The Mahavali C zone were the runners-up in the sports festival, while Mahavali H zone became the champions. The Resident Business Manager's Office, Madirigiri, of the Moragakanda Kaluganga Development Project was declared open by the President as well. This is located in the Bisopura Mahavali D zone. A sum of 74 million rupees was spent on this construction.
Diploma holders numbering 4,286 of the National Education Faculty received teaching appointments today under the patronage of Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe. The function was held at Temple Trees. This is the first time that such a large number of appointments were granted to diploma holders of the National Education Faculty. The teachers who received appointments were those who completed the Teaching Science Diploma under 31 courses for the National Education Faculty within the study years 2015-2017. They will be deployed in teaching services in provincial and national schools. By now, more than 240,000 teachers are serving in the school's education system. About 80,000 of them are those who received education at national education faculties. The government took steps to increase the allowance being paid to students of the faculties from 3,500 rupees up to 5,000. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe said that they want to do is to provide a good education to the children of the people of the country. But what was done by government that existed previously was that they were handed over to individuals without any sort of training at all. He said that method was halted and a system was launched to give those students a very good training. The Prime Minister said his goal was to provide continuous education of 13 years for students through schools. He said he was also a product of free education. Similarly, he stated that he obtained higher education from a university in this country. The Premier said that he has lived all his life in this country. As a result, he is well aware of problems in schools within his school career and during his political era. Prime Minister Wickremesinghe said he knows about the talent of students being created in Sri Lanka. At the same time, he said he acted at all times to solve their problems. It is this government that allocated a large sum of money for education and focused much attention on the education system. He said and could say it without fear. A group of persons including the Mahasangha and government officials participated at this occasion.
In the meantime, Minister Sajith Premadasa said that subsequent to the turning point which will take place in this country within the month of November, agri-cold storage facilities complexes will be constructed at district level. The minister made these comments when he joined the occasion of vesting in the public the reawakened villages of Siri Suwandagama and Sia Mitrugama built at Lunagambahera in Hambantota today. These two model villages were the 272nd and 273rd handed over to the people under the Samata Sevana Yali Pibidena Udagamana program. The two villages consist of 85 houses and a sum of 79.5 million rupees was spent on them. The minister handed over entitlements to 85 developed plots of land valued at 120 million rupees and carried out a number of social welfare activities as well.
Minister of Finance Mangala Samaraveera said that during the past 4 years it was possible for the current government to confirm freedom and democracy within the country. The minister made this comment at a meeting of Northern Province representatives of the National Lotteries Board. Marketing representatives from Jaffna, Mana, Kilinochi, Vaunia and Mulethivu participated at this meeting of representatives held today at the Thilko Hotel in Jaffna. Minister Mangala Samaraveera said that the white van era that existed then was put an end to, and today an environment where everyone can think freely to express their opinions and get published freely. The freedom is such that there are many television channels and mass media that strongly criticize the government, but none of them are threatened by us. This is the victory, the minister said, achieved through democracy.
හැම මාසෙම රුපියල් 6000ක් දෙනවා. මෙන්න මේ විදිහට ඒ සුබ සාධන කටයුතු අපි වැඩි කරලා අනිත් පැත්තෙන් සංවර්ධනයක් වේගවත් කරලා කරන්න නම් තව කරන්න නම් අපේ ආදායම වැඩි වෙන්න ඕනේ. අනෙතල්ලි තමයි තමුන්නාස්ලාගේ කාර්යභාරය වැඩ කරන්නේ. තමුන්නාස්ලා තමයි මේ රටේ මේ අපිට අවශ්‍ය ආදායමෙන් එක්තරා කොටසක් ලබා දෙන්නේ. අනෙහිමනම් තමුන්නාස්ලා ඉදිරියේ සංවර්ධන ලොතරැය තව තවත් ජනප්‍රිය කරලා තව තවත් ජනතාව අතරට ගෙනහිල්ලා ඒකෙන් සුබ සාධන කටයුතු කරනවා වගේම රජයේ ආදායම වැඩි කරලා රජයේ මේ ගෙන යන සුබ සාධන ක්‍රියාවලියන් සංවර්ධන ක්‍රියාවලියන් වේගවත් කරන්න තමුන්නාස්ලාගේ සහයෝගය ලබා දෙන්නේ කියලා අවසාන වශයෙන්ම ඉල්ලා සිටිනවා.
The minister also handed over lottery outlets to new marketing representatives today. Meanwhile, steps have been taken by the government to pay off debts of women in the Jaffna district who had obtained microfinance loans and were unable to pay them back and thereby free them. It was implemented based on a budget proposal. In addition, a discussion was held under the patronage of the minister regarding women who were unable to pay back microfinance loans and settling them. This was at the District Secretary's office in Jaffna. A group including the District Secretary of Jaffna, N. Vedanayagan, was present.
Today is the second day of the Enterprise Sri Lanka exhibition being held in Jaffna. The main objective of the Enterprise Sri Lanka is to create and empower 100,000 entrepreneurs in the country. Today is the second day of the program and a large crowd is present. How can they obtain capital? And what are the procedures they have to follow for that, as well as whom they should meet for that purpose, can be found out at Enterprise Sri Lanka. Coordination for government institutions, challenges that face entrepreneurs when launching businesses is also available here. Subsequent to a university career, many persons who are looking for job opportunities can obtain guidance here. There are many loan schemes sponsored by the state too, and a foundation which will enable anyone to join the economy of the country will be provided through this program. Tomorrow will be the third day of this exhibition.
A program which promised to cure people of diseases through spiritual power. 2 persons have died. Health Director of the North Central Province, Dr. W.M. Palitha Bandara, said that another 18 persons had been hospitalized. The program has been carried out by an individual named Digoda Kumara. Even previously, he has held such programs in several areas in the island. Our correspondent said that this program, which commenced at 2 yesterday evening, was held until this afternoon. Due to health reasons, several persons had to be hospitalized while the program was going on. Meanwhile, it is reported that 2 persons died as well. The deceased was a 39-year-old resident of Kaluthara and a 78-year-old resident of Wanduramba Gaul. 9 of the 18 admitted to the Horapathana hospital were transferred to the Anuradhapura Teaching Hospital. The Provincial Health Director W.M. Palitha Bandara said that 3 people were sent to the intensive care unit. The National Television Horapathana regional correspondent Sujit Nishantha, who went to report on the incident, has been threatened. He said that the scenes he taped were destroyed as well. Police media spokesman Superintendent of Police Ruwan Gunasekara also expressed his views regarding the incident at a media briefing held in Colombo today. Police media spokesman Superintendent of Police Ruwan Gunasekara said that already a statement has been obtained from the individual who conducted this program. Under the initiative of an Assistant Superintendent of Police, an investigation has already commenced into this incident. Based on the medical report, future legal procedures are due to be taken.
Senior Deputy Inspector General of Police Jagat Abe Sirigunawardana has been appointed as the Senior DIG in charge of elections. That is in addition to his present duties in the Western Province and Traffic Division. This appointment has been made with the approval of the National Police Commission.
Minister Kabir Hashim said a discussion is due to be held between the leader of the United National Party, Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe, and Deputy Leader of the party, Minister Sajid Premadasa. He made this comment during a function held at Kegol. Minister Kabir Hashim said in a reply to a question asked whether the Prime Minister is going to contest in the presidential election that no such statement was made at a discussion between the Prime Minister and seniors. Therefore, that statement was false. The Prime Minister said that within 2 or 3 days that a discussion will be held together with the party Deputy Leader, Minister Sajid Premadasa. Based on the facts discussed, he said that a decision will be made. That discussion was to have been held at 9:30 p.m. tonight, but due to various reasons it was postponed until Tuesday evening. He said he believed that the problem regarding the candidacy from the party will be resolved unity and cooperation based on the advice of the Prime Minister.
The presidential candidate of the National People's Power, Anura Kumara Dissanayake, held a meeting today in Anuradhapura. On this occasion, awareness was raised among members of the party regarding the presidential election. This is the first in a series of meetings being held across the country based on the theme Bindavatunurata Godanagamu Api. A group including former member of the North Central Provincial Council Vasantha Samarasinghe was present on this occasion.
The third summit of the Jatika Nidahas Peramuna was held today at the Sugatadasa Indoor Stadium under the patronage of opposition leader Mahinda Rajapaksa. The presidential candidate of the Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna, Gotabaya Rajapaksa, was also present at the summit. Leader of the JNP, Vimal Weerawansa, presented Gotabaya Rajapaksa with the summit proposals. Seniors of the party, members of parliament and a large crowd of party members were present.
And now we move on to our segment, Asia in a Minute.
India imposed curfews in several parts of the Kashmir region today after clashes between security forces and Muslim residents taking part in a religious procession. At least 12 locals and 6 troops were injured during the clashes. A powerful typhoon has passed over the Korean peninsula, causing disruption across South Korea and raising fears of crop damage in North Korea. Typhoon Linling killed 3 people in Korea and left tens of thousands of homes without power. Thousands of mourners attended the funeral of Pakistan cricket great Abdul Qadir, who died at the age of 63. Qadir revived the art of leg spin bowling and made his Pakistan debut in 1977. He went on to play 67 tests and 104 ODIs, claiming a total of 368 wickets. Bollywood actor Ayushmann Khurrana, along with cast and crew of his upcoming romantic comedy film Dream Girl, promoted the movie in Mumbai yesterday. The film is set to be released on September 13th.
Sri Lanka has emphasized the importance of eradicating the collecting of funds for terrorism and money laundering. That was at the 37th Economic Crime Symposium held at the Cambridge University in Britain. This time's session on fighting against economic crimes under the theme A Shared Responsibility commenced recently. Director General Asanga Abe Gunasekara from the Institute of National Security Studies represented Sri Lanka. He presented a paper titled Importance of Meaningful Cooperation in Preventing and Interdicting Economically Motivated Crime and Misconduct, a Sri Lankan Perspective. He highlighted the bureaucratic inefficiency and corruption in the state sector, the extremist threat from the Middle East to Colombo, the war on drugs and the importance of anti-money laundering, countering the financing of terrorism mechanisms. The Lord Mayor of the City of London, Alderman Estlin, John Glenn, MP and Economic Secretary and MP and founder and Executive Director Professor Barry Riders were present on this occasion. Also, more than 1,000 scholars and practitioners representing more than 100 countries joined in the symposium.
The ship Samudra Vijay, belonging to the Bangladeshi Navy, arrived in the island yesterday on a goodwill visit. It was welcomed by the Sri Lankan Navy in the naval tradition. The personnel of the ship, which is here on a 4-day official tour, participated in a number of programs organized by the Navy during the time they remained on the island. A training exercise of landing a helicopter belonging to the Bangladesh Navy onto a ship belonging to the Sri Lankan Navy is due to be carried out as well. The Abhijan ship, which is 115.2 meters in length and 13.1 meters in width, has a capacity of 33,067.58 tons. A group of officers, including the commander of the ship, Sahirul Haq, met Commander Rear Admiral Sumit Veerasinghe at the Western Navy Command headquarters. Fact of importance bilaterally was subject to discussion on this occasion.
How many silent technicians who can generate excellent creations could be hidden in our country? This news item is about one such talented creator. This is DHM Sisira Kumara, resident in the remote village of Galbokkayaya, Galevela, and is by profession an electrical technician as well as a mason. He has succeeded in creating a jeep in which 5 persons can travel. This jeep, which can be driven at 70 kilometers per hour, uses a motorcycle engine. Sisira Kumara, who was adept at new inventions from his young days, has also built a helicopter. He said that he created a vehicle in which the engine of a small motorcycle has been used and 2 persons can travel. Sisira Kumara is a father of 3 who created this jeep amidst many a hardship, says that he needs help to improve the jeep, which can be used in the field of tourism as well as a family vehicle.
As a result of 2 elephants walking in the annual Perahara of Sri Jawardhanapura Kotte becoming uneasy and restless, 17 persons sustained injuries. The injured were admitted to the Kalubovila, Sri Jawardhanapura and Colombo National Hospitals. 2 men and 10 women are being treated at the Kalubovila Hospital. It is also said that a man and 2 women are receiving treatment at the Sri Jawardhanapura Hospital. A man and a woman are receiving resident treatment at the Colombo National Hospital.
Army Commander Lieutenant General Shavendra Silva has taken over the post of Commandant of the Special Force Regiment. This was held at the Naula headquarters of the regiment. Commander of the Special Force Centre, Brigade Colonel Chandimal Piris welcomed the Army Commander at the main entrance. A guard of honour was held as well. Subsequently, the Army Commander acted to take over duties of his post by symbolically signing an official document.
Blessing of the altar at the Kaluthara Kalamulus and Maria's Church was held yesterday under the patronage of His Eminence Malcolm Cardinal Ranjit. The altar, which was a shortcoming at the church, was built under the advice of Mission Controller Father Induratnasiri with contributions from the congregation and devotees. His Eminence the Cardinal said that people should make an effort to live according to religion. And on sports news, fast bowler Lasith Malinga has succeeded in moving up 20 places in the list of 2020 international bowlers. The International Cricket Council yesterday declared the latest rankings. Lasith Malinga has advanced in the list due to the talents displayed during the 3rd 2020 match played against New Zealand. He bagged 4 wickets in 4 balls and was successful in breaking several records. Malinga is in the 21st place of rankings. Sri Lanka won by 57 runs. The match played today against the United Arab Emirates team in the Under-19 Asian Cricket competition. The match was played at Katunayake. Sri Lankan players batting first scored 326 runs for the loss of 8 wickets at the end of their allotted 50 overs. In reply, the United Arab Emirates players could score only 247 all out. Rafael Nadal of Spain succeeded in qualifying for the final of the American Open Tennis Championships. That was by defeating Italian Matteo Berrettini 3-0 in the semi-finals. This is the 5th time that Nadal has qualified for the final of these championships. And we move on to weather now. Taking a look at the weather update for you tonight. Met Department says the several spells of light showers will occur in western, Sabaragamuwa, central, southern and northwestern provinces. Showers or thunder showers will occur at a few places in over and eastern provinces after 2 p.m. Wind speed can increase up to 40 to 50 kilometers per hour at times in northern and north-central provinces, and in Trincomalee district there may be temporary localized strong winds during thunder showers. General public is kindly requested to take adequate precautions to minimize damages caused by lightning.
That's it for the news this evening. Have a good night.
Have a pleasant night.